Streaming is the new digital slavery. People, what up? What's good? It's your boy TwoCentz, man. We got an interesting topic. I really hope this is a clickbait title, because if it's not, I'm probably going to disagree with every point made in this video, bro. I think calling streaming slavery is actually like mad disrespectful, like all jokes aside. Sure, just because your favorite streamer, you know what I'm saying, because they have sponsorships and so on and so forth, just because they can't say certain words online, or they have to try to censor themselves to, you know, make sure that their money keeps going in, doesn't make them a slave in any way, shape, or form. At your job, you can't wear whatever clothes you want to wear. You can't post your job on social media. You can't do certain things at your job in order to get paid, in order to continue working there. Does that mean that your job is slavery? No. So I don't know where this streaming is slavery talk is coming from, but like I said, bro, I hope he's clickbaiting me, and if he is, I feel for it.
From streaming to entertain to dancing for the sake of others, how did streaming turn from something that was merely an innocent hobby to a multi-million-dollar industry that rewards its best clowns? That's what I want to talk about today. I want to speak on the various ways that streaming has turned into digital slavery. I want to talk
Alright, let's hear him out, bro.
about the chains that both men and women have willingly slid into for the sake of being number one. I think streamers have romanticized this idea of streaming to the point that the audience that is consuming the content doesn't understand the lengths streamers are going to entertain. But that's for later. I'm yambling, but you already know I'm the hood Socrates, and let's actually start. What inspired this video was a clip by Quinn Blackwell that resonated with me a lot.
How do you feel about Twitch? I know you do it sometimes. Is it something that you want to do more?
Let me see how to make this nice. I think I have always said the biggest influencer will be somebody who gives their life to the internet. And that's what streaming is. And I respect it down. I think they are the Don Julios of internet creators. Would I ever do it again? No, because it gives a sort of digital slavery vibe to me. And
You guys, I don't understand, bro. Like, you're getting paid. There's nothing that you can do in this world where you don't have to follow the rules that somebody else made, bro. Even if you have your own business, you can't run it however way you want to. You still have to appeal to your customers. You can't do everything. You can't do anything the exact way that you want to do it in any career path. So just because, I don't know, Kai Cenat, for example, or, you know, name whatever top streamer you can think of, just because they have to do things a certain way, like why is that being called slavery? Sure, maybe you can call it cooning or being Uncle Tomish or a jester in some way, shape, or form. Cool. But like, why are they calling streaming slavery, bro? It like, this doesn't make any sense to me, dude. This is literally just a wrong opinion to have, you guys. Like I say, bro, I'm not perfect. I'm not right about everything. I'm right about this.
to be a slave. Wait.
That's crazy.
Wait.
I mean, that's a...
And I think this is just the perfect place to start, especially when you look at top streamers like Kai or Speed, and even DDG. His is a little unique, and I'll get to him when I get there. But as for Speed and Kai, to an extent, their freedom is limited. Their content has reached a point where it needs to be bigger and bigger, and it needs to top whatever they did last. Not only that, they've become jesters for the chat, being influenced by whatever their chat wants rather than their own will. I think the funniest showcase of this was after Kai had left Jinxie hanging, his chat spammed L's, which instantly rewired his coding and made him want to go and play with Jinxie again.
So he's a slave because he tries to appeal to his chat. You guys, do y'all not realize, bro, the people he brought up, for example, can quit streaming today and do whatever they want to do for the rest of their lives and not work for the rest of their lives, bro. Like, I don't, this is just a wrong opinion to have, bro.
Let's see. El Kai. What am I doing? Why does it say El Kai? No.
And people will laugh at him, right? People will laugh at him for, you know what I'm saying, being influenced by the chat of I don't know how many views Kai gets, 20,000 plus views on a daily basis. People will laugh at him and call him a slave for being influenced by the chat. At the same time, won't wear certain clothes because they're afraid that their friends will clown them, or won't do certain things because they're so worried about the opinions of random strangers that aren't paying them at all, right? They'll call Kai a slave for appealing to the people who pay him on a daily basis, but will bend their back and bend the knee to people who aren't paying them in real life. You guys, like, I just want y'all to understand how dumb it is to call streaming slavery.
Oh, Jinxie. Matter of fact, no. Okay, yeah. I'm going to Jinxie, bro. Tell Jinxie they had something planned IRL, but nigga, I'm about to do a one-on-one. Tell Jinxie I'll do the one-on-one with him.
I mean, sure, like I don't know. You can call him spineless or whatever. Like I said, a jester, a cooning, whatever. Sure. But like, how is this slavery, bro?
I didn't want to do the IRL shit. I ain't gonna lie. I told him not to do IRL. Tell JC I didn't want to do. I'm not doing the IRL shit, gang. I'm not. No. I don't have to. Chat. Listen, lad. Listen. No. Tell him come back. He got on for real. JC ended for real. Oh God, bro.
And this is exactly what I mean. At a certain level, you have to yield to the will of the masses, and it's scary.
You don't have to yield to the will of the masses. He was influenced. He chose to yield, right? He could just say F what the chat talking about. We about to go outside. Sure, he would lose some viewers, but next stream, nobody cares. Right? Like, what are we talking about, bro?
I'm not gonna lie. Seeing Kai go from doing IRL content to walking right back to the screen, it looks something like this.
See, we weren't here that long.
But it's like Quinn said, it's digital slavery. You have to appease the masses. You have to appease your audience, because that's what being at the top is like. You deal with the stress of disappointing people. So what do you do to avoid it? You listen and you remain obedient and you obey their commands. You have to become PR trained. And that's where the whole Coco Melon Sanat fake reactions and stylist allegations came from. When Kai reached the top, something flipped.
You guys, let me ask you a question, bro. Like, if you're working the front desk at any organization, can you answer the phone any way you want to? No. If you're working at the gym, can you dress any way you want to? No. Can you wear any type of shoes that you want to? No. What job allows you to do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, whenever you want to do it? No job. So is every job slavery? It doesn't take a lot of critical thinking to understand how dumb of an opinion this is. I have nothing against bro. And I thought he was clickbaiting, and I thought he was going to switch up. I almost want to end it right here, y'all, but I'm going to keep listening.
Let's talk about that for a second. So like I said, being at the top means appealing to the masses. However, that is not exclusive to the top. Let me explain. Even as a smaller YouTuber, there is definitely a push and pull between making what I want and making what is gonna obviously go crazy. Being at the top is sort of like that, but instead of it being push and pull, they're pushing you to appeal to the broadest audience imaginable, thus leading you down a path of people pleasing. But rather than you people pleasing in a one-on-one conversation, you're now expected to please millions. We be cooking Kai a lot for being—
How is pleasing millions slavery? Y'all, I'm gonna get this video like 2 more minutes and I'm done, bro.
An inauthentic,
this is a
PR
bad
trained
video.
man who has various stylists for everything he does.
Like, can I just react to the music? Like how y'all gonna tell me what I did? How y'all gonna tell? Oh my, that's so annoying, bro. Oh my God. Yeah, they gonna think this is another fake reaction. So annoying because I genuinely didn't know. Once I put something on my mother or my life.
But if I'm going to be fair to him, I have to acknowledge there are definitely pressures to make content that is going to do well or to act a certain way. So I'll give him a break. But that's why being at the top is slavery, because it goes from being an underlying pressure to nigga do it. Like, but the nigga do it in the scenario
Yeah,
is
I'm turning this shit off. This video is trash, bro. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy TwoCentz, TCZ. We out. What?